Welcome back to the Muster Point podcast. I'm Stu Mendelson, former Royal Engineer, and with me as always is...
Hello, I'm Steve Black, former 2nd Royal Tank Regiment.
And today, we've made it, Steve. We're here at the At Ease Festival. The sun is shining, the sky is blue.
And the bar's open.
And the bar's just open. We've just been told, is the bar open? The bar is open.
Better.
That'll be make a few people happy. So yeah, we had an interesting drive up here, didn't we, Steve?
We did.
Obviously, we were in the old van, Steve's van. Steve's just bought a van. That's brilliant. That's going in. You see, the thing is, people see a camera and they just don't know what to do.
like flies round what?
So yeah, the weather's been interesting, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It's been on and off.
It can't make its mind up. It's lovely now, though.
It is. It is beautiful.
I think my head might get a bit burnt.
Have you got sun cream with you?
No.
Why? It'll go all flaky.
I'm a geezer.
All right. You
I like a flake.
You're going to store the flakes up and put them in Chisholm's brew, aren't
I've been
you?
saving them for a long time. But,
So what? We thought it was really good, didn't we? All right, we turned up, and obviously we'll show. Oh, bloody hell! I'm all over the place. We'll show some videos around the venue, but
it's amazing. Yeah, it really is. It's very hilly.
it is hilly.
We're not used to hills of this gradient
Nah.
in Hertfordshire.
But we're in Worcestershire
Yeah.
at the Spilsbury and Jones Brewery.
I'd like to hear a Gurkha say that.
Would you?
Worcestershire.
How do you reckon he'd say it?
Whoa.
But yeah, so the At Ease Festival, we interviewed who was it? Rob Graves.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago on Beyond the Wire, and he invited us down to do this. So as you're listening to this is going to go out Friday, but tomorrow we're hoping to do some lives. We've got some music. What else they got on? There's loads of stuff going on there, isn't there?
Quiz, a duck race.
Oh yeah, we've entered duck.
Yeah.
Can you remember your duck's number?
1018.
1018.
Yeah.
I can't remember mine.
The year the
1769.
engineers were founded, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. That's the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me have a look at my list. What other stalls? Oh, we spoke to the At Ease Festival. The main the partnered sponsor for this year's At Ease Festival is the Forces Employment Charity, and we should give them a shout out on the podcast back in the early days, wasn't it?
A long time ago, yeah.
But we just spoke to the head of marketing, and
It's amazing what they do, isn't it? It's not just the veterans, it's family members too, spouses,
yeah,
children.
Kick offspring, yeah.
Yeah, that's up and coming. It's not 100% yet, but that's the current project.
Yeah.
But the spouses thing interests me because my missus' job currently a bit uncertain, so I've told her to have a look into it.
Yeah. Why
That's
not?
what it's there for at the end of the day.
Because I knew they were good. Because I remember on the episode we always said that the two main organisations we'd shout out to are the Forces Employment Charity and the Poppy Factory.
Yeah.
So I knew they were good, but speaking to Sarah, I think her name was, I could have got that wrong, and we'll speak to her in more detail later on. But I couldn't believe what they do. It's incredible.
Yeah.
There's plenty of. There's other stalls, isn't there?
Yeah,
A
I
few
bought
others.
a painting.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
that was off a
showed you.
Sapper, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's the bloke who does Silverback.
Yeah.
He's,
So that's
he's
one of the
performing-
bands.
Yeah, I think he's a headline tomorrow night, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ex-engineer bloke. He was a fireman.
Oh, was he?
He told me he retired. I said to him, why are you doing paintings? And he said he retired during COVID and just got into painting. And I bought one of the Unknown Soldier in Westminster Abbey, it's the coffin.
All right.
Yeah, really impressive paintings. I'm sure we can put a picture. of
Yeah.
him.
We'll have a chat with him later on, maybe, or tomorrow.
Really nice bloke though,
Yeah,
for an engineer. Apparently he invented painting.
Yeah, I bet he did.
He did, yeah.
And music. So what else was there? Do you know what? You said there's a dog show
Yeah.
on at some point, and there's loads of dogs around. Are you gutted that you ain't brought your
Can't
dog?
call them that.
Come on, Steve.
Yeah.
You can't say
No,
that.
there is a lot of dogs. Yeah, quite well behaved dogs actually, considering
Yeah, they are,
I can
yeah.
see Pomeranians and
There's
some
all sorts going around. isn't there?
doodles and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, there's not much yapping going on.
But yeah,
Lovely
so we've
everyone over
got
there.
some interviews lined up, which we'll come to. But yeah, I've got my list here. You can see. Look, I've got reading off a list. So as I said earlier on, or a minute ago, the Forces Employment Charity is the At Easy's partnered charity. this year.
Yeah, they pick a different one every year, don't they?
They do, don't they? Yeah. And
it's amazing, isn't it? It's
it's brilliant, yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's a great community.
The sponsors for this, or the sponsors for each year's event is the MBF Alpine Adventures. Now, we're gonna speak to that guy because we want to know more about it. But yeah, we've had a few people coming up to us, haven't we, saying what's going on and can we get on the podcast? And we're like, of course you fucking can.
I had a bootneck called Colin just collar me.
Colin the bootneck?
Yeah, he said that Welsh bloke. He said, what's all this? I said, podcast. He went, I don't know how to do that. And I said, come back later.
All you have to do is talk. But then saying that, we struggle with that, don't we?
Yeah, and I said to him, come back later and we'll show you how to. Because he goes, I'm interested. I just don't know how to get on a podcast.
Yeah.
It's easy, mate. We'll show you.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Then he pulls out an old drug dealer's phone. Maybe not then.
But, like Snotty from the Muster Point. Bloody hell. So Christine Webb, Icarus, the Veterans Charity. Yeah. We're going to speak to her later on. She was pretty keen. Yeah. Although I don't know where she's staying because she said I had to ring her to arrange for her to come down. So I don't know whether she's a local. Yeah. But like, the main point, apart from the community and the charity, what we got? We got some bands on.
Lots of
do you know who's playing tonight, Steve? I did go through it with you earlier, but
Mod Band.
Yeah, that was it. So, well, let's start at the beginning. 1630, which is soon, isn't it?
That's a funny name for a band.
Yeah, Stefan Daniel, which is actually you.
My name's Stephen Daniel.
We're sort of in two minds whether Steve's going to get called up. 1800 Mods Unplugged.
I like the sound of that.
1945 Laurel Canyon.
Ooh.
2130 Make Mine a Double.
Ooh.
And I should imagine there's a few veterans around here at that time who'll be asking for a double, right? Including you, Steve. And then we've got some bands tomorrow, which we'll talk about later on.
And we've got Dean's Ices, the ice cream man.
Oh yeah, Dean's Ices. Look at him.
He's
not very busy, is he?
He ain't got a Mr. Whipping machine either.
No, Mr. Well, oh no, we're not in Cornwall, are we? We're in Worcestershire.
Yeah. Where they make the sauce.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you.
Go on.
Show us your war cry.
Yeah, so we're down in Worcestershire.
Sunny Worcestershire.
Sunny Worcestershire.
What accent? We don't know what accent. No one knows.
Do we? What did Rob say? He said they're all drunk.
Yeah.
Drunk accent.
Yeah.
So later on you'll be able to translate for me, Steve.
But that bloke started talking to us earlier and I don't know what he was on about.
He was talking to you?
Yeah, I know, was he? Oh. He had wonky eyes.
Did he? Like me?
Lovely bloke, but I couldn't really make out what he was on about.
Right, so Spilsbury and Jonesbury at Ease Festival, Muster Point podcast on the road. You excited, Steve?
I am. Very.
All right, let's go in, shall we? So we're with Sam from the military store, who's got one of the stalls at the At Ease Festival. So tell us, did you serve in the military, Sam?
I'm a civvy now.
You're a civvy? Oh, boo! But you're more than welcome. So tell us a bit about your background, a bit about the military store, and why you're at a veterans event.
Yeah, so we are officially licensed by the MOD to create casual clothing with embroidered and printed badges on.
Yeah.
We've been working with Rob since last year doing the t-shirts for the Armed Forces T-shirt Day and the festival. So unfortunately we couldn't be here last year, but thankfully we've managed to get here today with our stall and show what we could do and sell the official festival t-shirts as well.
The official festival t-shirts. Nice. Do you know what? We need to speak to this guy because so I get these t-shirts off some dodgy website and they last about 3 weeks.
So take a card with you when you go. And,
definitely.
I like the mugs as well.
Yeah, we've got mugs as well.
I like them ones. They're massive.
But yeah, so this is your first time. So obviously, because Rob also does the Armed Forces T-shirt Day, so you produce them.
We do the T-shirts for him, with a donation through the website as well.
Okay, so tell us. So, I mean, we did speak to Rob.
Yeah, couldn't they?
So what?
Easy Tiger.
Anyone can log on to your website.
Yep. They can go to themilitarystore.co.uk. It's currently on the homepage with a link to all the T-shirts that we do for them. And yeah, I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but there's a donation from I think the £15 with a £5 donation to the charity, which is Forces Employment. And it goes straight to the charity.
And of course, Armed Forces T-shirt Day is the 1st of September, which is Monday.
Yeah.
So you haven't got long.
Yeah.
But you bet.
They'll still be online. So
You have to start ordering now for delivery Monday. We'll see Sam running off like, shit, I've got orders to do. Nice talking to you, Sam. Thank you very much.
Lovely. Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Tell us who you found, Steve.
Found Whitey.
Your mate White.
Yeah, he's an albino. Yeah,
Tell him to get his hands out of his pockets.
no, he's not in no more.
I'll give you 3.
Hi, so my name is Mike Smith from Oath of Allegiance. Was in the Army Air Corps and left the Army 1992.
That was before you were born, Steve, wasn't it?
Not quite.
And then I went off to uni to become a lawyer. So
wow.
I was a lawyer for 27 years.
Yeah.
And Oath of Allegiance was a hobby. It just started off as a hobby. And during lockdown, I thought, I've had enough of the law now. And I enjoy doing what I do. So a lot of people have seen us on Facebook. Our main thing is...
I've seen you on Facebook.
It's the Oath of Allegiance and the Sovereign Shilling. What I did was I looked into the possibility of making printing 3D military memorabilia.
Yeah.
And the legal advice we got was you're probably the only people in the world who can do it.
Okay.
Because what the law says is you can't have a firearm that can fire anything, but it's all about purpose.
Yeah.
And the only other purpose was if you were making a film prop.
Okay.
Right? We're not doing film props, but we are an MOD licensed merchandise Oath of Allegiance for veterans.
Yeah.
And because of that, the purpose is making the man cave boxes, which is the main thing, for veterans and serving members, and that's how we get away with it.
Yeah. How do you become a licensed MOD merchandiser?
You have to apply to the MOD.
Okay.
And what you do is you have to send your products what you want to license.
Yeah.
And the reason why is to actually keep the integrity. It's to stop going away from colours or from badges. So the badge has got to be absolutely the right way. The sizes, everything, the scale. And if the MOD approve it, then you pay a license fee, and then every year you pay another license fee.
Yeah.
But what we do is everything that we sell, 8% goes to the MOD.
Okay.
Back to veterans charities.
Oh, lovely.
So it all comes back to guys. I could go on about buying stuff that's not licensed.
Yeah. How did you get involved with the At Ease Festival and Rob?
Hey, he phoned me up one day, Rob, and said, do you want to come down? I said, absolutely. So I came last year. Had a really great time. Decided to come back this year. Last year we came with the medal boxes. Yeah. To make boxes, the medals, which are these guys. Yeah. And this year we thought we'd bring something different down. So this year we've brought the 3D kits. Yeah. They all come in kit form, as I say.
What? So people send up, obviously, buy the kit and then put it together themselves. Wow, brilliant!
It's, if you look, they're all in the bags, everything.
Yeah.
That's how they're printed. There you go. It's all right. That's how they're printed. But and I've got an email this morning from a guy in New Zealand. We send these over to New Zealand and to Australia, and he had the 303. Over in Australia, and it's all New Zealand, and he's had it all done, and he's sent it over, a big picture of it, what he's got.
So what is the top selling item?
SLR.
Most powerful weapon ever made.
That was going to be my next question. What's better, the SA-80 or the SLR?
I heard they replaced that with Trident.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that could replace it.
I mean, the SLRs it stopped you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Stopped you in your tracks in SLR. Saying that, I never ever fired an SA-80. I left the army just as they were coming out. I was the Army Air Corps, so we were the last to get the SA-80s. Yeah. Or one of the last to get them. I never handled one, but I've never fired one.
Cool. And so, if people are listening to this, how do they reach you on Facebook, Oath of Allegiance, or
Oath of Allegiance on Facebook or online? We're online. We've got an online presence as well. And just www.oathofallegiance.co.uk, and you'll find us.
Excellent. So, out of your 3 careers you've told us about, so being in the Army Air Corps, being a lawyer, or working in law, or doing this, what do you prefer most?
This is a hobby. Yeah. Do you know, there's nothing more. You go in and you decide you're going to build something today. Now, I'm very fortunate that I have all our own machines, and we can just I can look at any machine and think, right, today I'm going to have a bit play with this. And someone gives me a bit of card or whatever, and I'm on the computer and I'm designing this, a lovely cut. Or someone phones me up and says, can you do a particular 3D thing, like a model or something like that? We'll print that. Or it's just someone's a special present for somebody.
Yeah.
And we can make bespoke one-offs. We've done some fantastic stuff. Some of our stuff hangs up in Buckingham Palace, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, and up in Balmoral for the late.
You didn't make the King's Crown, did you?
No. We did a couple of oaths that went up to Balmoral.
Yeah.
And Downing Street, we've had 1 or 2 bits of Downing Street.
Very successful.
And it's the MOD, as I say, we get a lot of work. MOD current will phone up and say, so and so's leaving, can we do a nice leaving present for somebody?
Yeah.
They always tell us that actually like the guy they're doing the leaving present because we know what the budget was.
Yeah. I've just spotted probably the best piece you've got in here, and that's the cap badge of the Royal Engineers.
Yep. I heard they invented printers, 3D printers.
Yeah, they invented 3D printing, they did, yeah.
Not a bad bunch, the Royal Engineers.
Yeah, we're all right, aren't we?
I once played rugby in the army, and I played against the Royal Engineers.
Yeah.
It was in Hamel, and there was a guy called Tank.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, I'm a big guy, but this guy made me look small.
Was he Fijian?
But do you know what they did? In order to get him to pass his BFT, they used to send him off to Kenya to do altitude training. And I kid you not, the only way the guy could pass his BFT was to go to Kenya, go a couple of weeks in Kenya and do altitude training.
Bloody hell.
And I was playing rugby with him. Do you know when people say, it doesn't matter how big you are, if you go low enough, you'll bring them down. This guy, I was hanging around his ankles, and he was just shuffling, and we could not bring him down.
Tank by name, tank by nature.
I tell you what, I mean, the referee after about 70 minutes just looked at me and said, "Do you think we've had enough, gentlemen?" We got slaughtered.
Excellent. Well, have a good festival.
Yeah.
Good to meet you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
No, don't I feel uncomfortable?
We found him, the man of the moment, the reason At Ease exists.
This is it.
So I spoke to, who is it? Is it Dickie?
Dickie Davis, yeah.
So I said, he said that he's your gopher. He's the man behind the man, behind the woman, behind the man that does everything.
Yeah, that's about right.
But I tell you what, mate, he spoke so highly of you because I said, "Oh, you're the man I'll go to. This is all down to you." And he went, "Nah, Rob is a tireless, relentless man that doesn't stop. The team round you just keep you on track that little bit."
Possibly, but I have to pay him a lot of money. You know, I don't come cheap. Well, mainly it's beer and red wine, to be quite honest, in the off season. But yeah, it's not just me; it is the team. You know, you can't do stuff like this on your own. It's a team effort, and you know, you get the right people in the right jobs. It's like anything; it works, comes together. So I'll have a chat with him after, though.
Yeah, exactly. You've given up his beer tokens for the night, I think.
Well, he can't drink that much. He's RAF, so it doesn't matter. It's easy.
So, from what you've seen so far, and obviously, technically, we're only half hour in.
First band.
Yeah. So how's it going so far?
Do you know what? I'm chuffed because the things that we put in place that we wanted to happen smooth and seamlessly have. You know, we can't do anything about the weather. The weather is exactly what it is.
No, the weather's beautiful.
It's now you guys.
In about 2 minutes, it won't be.
T-shirts. I'm telling you that. But do you know what? You just go carry on with it. You know, you just carry on. So all the things that are happening, the bands, all the stuff behind the scenes. It's the ticket side of it. It's nice. You know, it's good to see it. People are enjoying themselves. They're getting a pint. They're getting some scram.
There's some dancing going on already over there. Look at that. Brilliant.
That ain't dancing.
Brilliant. That ain't dancing.
Shuffling.
Wait until Steve gets up later.
Absolutely, that's a scrawny two-step. But nah, it's fantastic, and thanks to you guys.
No, thank you for inviting us. I'll tell you what, you've been like a blue-ass fly. It's like, there he goes again, zip, zip, zip. So thank you for giving us 5 minutes of your time.
No, that's absolutely fine at all. It's good to stop, actually, to be quite. Well, it just makes things people, it's like anything. It needs to make sure that it's happening at the right time in the right place. And
exactly.
And that's what we're doing. So
we'll grab you for a proper chat later on, or
I'll
tomorrow.
Have a drink in my hand as well. As
One
well.
more
But
thing,
guys. Thanks.
Can you show us your war cry?
My walk. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, mate. How many people are you going to say that to? Who's been the best so far?
That's definitely the best. Oh, he's a squirter.
He's a squirter.
That's the best so far.
Yeah, it was good. Bless him. Bless him.
It is, but what we do have is a cracking opening set for you today. What I want to say firstly though, we do have a photographer going round. David, I don't know where you are at the moment, put your hand in there. David, there he is. If you really don't want your photograph taken, can you please stand behind him? It's the only way it's going to happen. Guys, give me some great photos, juice from this, so enjoy it. Guys, thank you so much for supporting this. Those that came last year, thank you. Those that told their friends and those that have come this year, we appreciate your support. I am going to get off the stage and I'm going to hand you over to an ex-Royal Marine, ex-Royal Marine. Shit.
Good job you can run fast, isn't it? You couldn't run fast.
An ex-Royal Engineer that served with an ex-Royal Navy. These are nuts and bolts all the way from Plymouth.
They doing alright?
I was going to say about that,
So what did I say this band were called? It's in my pocket.
Mods Unplugged?
Mods Unplugged. You were excited about this band, weren't you, Steve?
I was. I do like a bit of mod music. Oh, it's a wasp.
It's a wasp. I'm getting attacked by a wasp.
T-shirts, I think. Yeah, I do like a bit of Weller, a bit of Jam.
Yeah. They sound quite good, don't they?
They do, yeah, from Plymouth. I think one's
5'9" Commando Royal Engineers and the other one's a Matlow.
Yeah.
Although Rob introduced him as Royal Marine.
He weren't happy, was he?
Yeah, there was a bit of backlash there, wasn't there? Do you know how to confuse a Royal Marine, by the way?
I'm sure you told me before.
All right, stand at an open door and they just form a queue. It's quite good. It's quite chilled out. People are coming up and saying hello, aren't they?
It's mental, isn't it? It really is. It's a beautiful place.
The weather's helping.
It is, yeah. But look at it in front of us, though. It's surrounded by hills.
Yeah.
Green stuff.
We'll see what tomorrow brings with the rain, but at the moment, everyone's having a good time.
There's a wicked bar. There's loads of beer. Not sort of beer on. It's not your Peroni, Stella.
What was one of them called? Bishop's Finger.
Nah. It was a Challenger. I like that.
Oh, Challenger, yeah.
I think I'll be on the cider.
Steve's going to be on the cider. Cider.
Yeah.
Who did we just speak to? We're going to speak to them at another point, but they basically toured the country in their Winnebago creating YouTube videos.
Yeah.
From Wales.
Well,
I also almost got myself in trouble because the lady I was chatting to said, there's roll signals and that. I went, well, I fucking hate roll signals. And she went, yeah, he's 6'6" and built like a brick shithouse. And I went, yeah, I fucking love roll signals. And he come out and he was massive, wasn't he?
Yeah, like a gorilla. It's brilliant. It's just I don't know. I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't normally feel comfortable in a place like this. If I go down the market and I feel uncomfortable in a busy market, but here there's 100, 200 people, maybe more. I don't know.
You said you weren't good at counting people.
I weren't. There's more than 10.
There's more than 10.
Less than 1,000. But yeah, I just feel at ease. It's called the At Ease Festival.
Yeah, it is. He's done it well, hasn't he?
And I ain't even had a beer. Normally I have a few beers and I don't care. But I'm chilled out and relaxed. Yeah, good.
Yeah. By do you know your snake video?
Yeah.
It came up on Ellis's timeline earlier. My missus sent me a picture. He was loving it. Yes, it is a real snake.
Yeah, Pete the Python. I got him. I was drunk and I bought him in 2008 in a pet shop near Tidworth. Thought it was a good idea, and yeah, it was 2008. Still got him. So,
You used to take it in a naffy.
I did. Yeah, I used to have him hanging out his shirt. It looked like a tie, and the barmaid in the naffy used to think it was a tie. And then one day it moved, and they went, "Oh, I thought you always wore a tie." Yeah, I used to take him everywhere, mate.
Why didn't you bring him today?
To be fair, he fucking hurts when he bites.
Yeah, I bet he does. I bet he does.
Yeah, I don't handle him as much as I should, so sometimes he bites.
But I thought you love handling your snake, Steve.
Yeah, but that's the other snake.
Ah, right, yeah.
But,
that's Mrs. Black's snake.
He bit me once. I'd had a few, and I got him out, and he grabbed hold of my thumb, and he was swallowing my thumb. And my missus went and got a pair of scissors. She went, "I'll cut his head off." I was like, "No, hang on, leave it here now."
That's extreme, isn't it?
I got a butter knife, and I had to prise his head open with a butter knife, and because python's teeth they sort of go backwards. So he's all right.
Right.
Give him a rat and he's happy. Dead one, not a live one. Never do that. It's horrible.
Thanks a little piggy there from the small faces. This is a really old tune. Have you ever heard of the Box Tops?
So, Steve, what are we? A few hours into the At Ease Festival. Excuse me. The Mods Unplugged. We're agreeing. We're agreeing that. But a good bunch, couple of lads. They're banging out some tunes.
Yeah, they've done plenty of songs. Close to 10 songs, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. There's some drunken ladies down the front dancing, clapping along. We spoke to. Who did we speak to from that YouTube channel? What was their name? Can't remember.
Funny boat show. Load of Welsh people. I've said it before, like Welsh people are just happy people now. They're just fun people. They bought us a pizza.
That was it. So we spoke to. Well, I don't know. Was there two of them? I think it's a couple, man and wife, isn't it?
Yeah, they got. I think there's a crowd of them.
So they host a YouTube channel called What's Occurring. I think they roam around in there Winnebago.
Yeah.
And they got quite a following, but they bought us a pizza, didn't they?
Yeah, really nice people.
Or somebody they was with bought us a pizza. Well, they were friendly. Everyone's been friendly, isn't they, really?
It's nice. Yeah, it really is. It's just amazing. Yeah, I can't believe how many dogs there are. I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about like, dogs. No, it's not. And none of the dogs are having a pop at each other. It's weird.
Yeah, they're all chilled out, aren't they?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Like
Lovely dogs.
Sniffing each other's arses.
Yeah, but it's a noisy place. It's not too noisy, but it's noisy, and the dogs are all lying down.
Yeah, there's like loads of families as well, weren't there? So a minute ago,
saying that his lipstick's ready to go.
Oh, is it hanging out? Is it? You spotted that, didn't you?
I did. It's cocked.
But there was kids around, weren't there?
Yeah.
That, playing football, kicking around. It's a proper family event.
Yeah, it's mad.
I saw.
You got a toilet, and it's like beer kegs cutting off. They're the toilets.
Yeah.
So,
I was when I went in there a minute ago. It was rather busy, and in the corner one was a rather large gentleman, should we say? And I sort of snuck him next to him like that, and I go, "All right, mate, don't turn around too quick."
What, did you share your minor with him?
No, there was no chance of that. He was taking up half of mine.
Did you cross the streams?
Don't cross the streams. But yeah, I wanted to. I thought I'd mention about. So I made the decision to pull last week's episode, and I don't know if anyone's noticed. I know some people listen to it. That those pork scratchings you got me are tickling my throat.
That was my toenail clippings.
But I thought I'd mention that I made the decision to pull it, and I think, was you in agreement, or do you think I was a bit rash?
Possibly a bit rash, but if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
Yeah, because I felt some of the comments were a bit over the mark, but interestingly, so the man in question's coming down tomorrow, isn't he? So we're gonna.
The legend.
I don't want to silence anyone. I just felt it was a bit a bit close to the bone. But
we don't want to. We don't upset anyone. That's not what we're here for, unless you're average. But if someone if it makes someone feel uncomfortable, that's not what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So, like I say, if you've got a problem with it, you've done the right thing. So there's no question about it at the end of the day.
But I know we spoke to, or you interviewed your mate Damo, who'd been homeless. So we're gonna excuse me, fucking hell. We're gonna listen to that again now for everyone.
All right, Damo. This is going to be hard. We keep laughing. But, one of my old mates, Damo. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about your time in the army and who you are?
I'm Damo. I got my nickname from Damien Hill, the racing driver, which is quite boring when you think about it. I think as a soldier in the regiment, I think I was known as quite a good personality in amongst a lot of personalities, but also a little bit of a fuck up, but not like a really bad fuck up. Do you know what I mean? Not like an MT fuck up, just like your average. If there was like an ND go off, it would have been fingers pointed at me first before anyone else. And it only happened once. Only ever happened once in the Chally. So yeah. So that's pretty much my career summed up. The only time I got offered promotion was when I signed off standard.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
No, I always remember like you was here a couple of years before me, but you was one of the cool guys. You was but you always looked after the new lads. That's what I always remember you like that.
I think me and Ginge Cole, I think it begged to differ with a bit of that. We've had words about that before, do you know what I mean? But I don't know, I think so. I think it depends what it was. I think there was a thing, wasn't there, where obviously new in Germany and all that was a thing at the time. When we come back from Iraq, it was quite hard. But Steve Shine. I was good mates with Steve Shine and that, and yeah, I did get my arm around a couple of new lads in the end.
I'd say like Ginge Williams, Rob Clark, Dowie, Arthur Daly. I remember them lot was living in your block. Your block was the fucking block of animals.
It was weird. It was just weird. Yeah, it was fucking.
I was in Badger. Badger was a bit more civilised. But
I still took to one of the worst ones. The worst one was Oz, mate. He was bad. I still took that. And he's no different. He's no different. I'm not even going to go into something he did recently because it's probably illegal. But it's no different. It involved the picket line. He was on strike and assault, and the police were involved somehow. So yeah, it's just classic Oz. Yeah,
sounds like a weekend in Charles.
I know. Yeah, we still got to stupid stuff now. We went to Newquay about what I don't know. I think it was last year, and Graham Lee, set a fire extinguisher off in the caravan on the first night. Oh. We went to sleep in all the dust and everything. It's horrible. It was horrible. It was one of the worst times of my life, but I loved it.
Yeah, meant to be grown-ups, but
nothing
changes. Yeah. So why did you leave the army?
I think it was a mixture of everything, really, mate. I think it was I'd left school, and that was the first thing I'd done, and then that's all I knew, and I'd gone from the school being told what to do to the army, and Germany. I only ever went out in Germany. I couldn't pull for shit. Do you know what I mean? I weren't a bad looking, but I looked like a kid. Do you know what I mean? And now I couldn't get in anywhere with an army ID, and that's the only ID I had apart from my driver's license, which bouncers in Germany didn't like either. So, and I never had a bird. Yeah, like I said, I never had a bird, and I sort of wanted to get home and. I had a bird just before I left, and I went home for her, really, and that lasted about a year after I got out. So just went into city life.
What was your transition like from the army to Civvy Street? Did you do resettlement?
Oh, really rocky. Really rocky. For the first 2-3 years, my first job I had, it was horrible. First job I had, I worked with, not with my dad, but for my dad at Parcel Force. So I was doing night parcel sorting into vans and that. And one of the blokes there was a proper weed head. And I'd never come across anyone like it before, like this massive fucking pothead. And he hated anyone. He hated the military. He hated the fact that we went to Iraq and everything. Mm-hmm. And he went for me for the first 2 months of me. Not went for me physically, but went for me, like gunned for me. Every time I was coming, I hated it. But there was nothing like, no one really talked to him about it. So I just kept it in. And then one day I snapped, and there was like a parcel with flowers on it coming off the belt out the back of the lorry. He was just there. And I just pushed it off the belt and it hit him up the head. And I know that's that much, man. I was like, I'll win. But yeah.
So did you do resettlement?
I did resettlement, yeah. Like I said, I was a bit of a fuck up. So I just like coincidentally fuck up. Do you know what I mean? It was just like bad luck would happen to me. So I went and done. You did a thing at Mainstream in Sittingbourne where you did your forklift drivers and like high ab and this and that. I passed everything with forklift driver, high ab, all Muffet Mounted, all ready to drive HGVs. I come to do my HGV, failed it. So none of it mattered. Yeah, I failed it. I can't even remember how I failed it.
That's where I went. I done diggers, dumpers, and all that sort of stuff down at Mainstream.
It was good. It was good little resettlement.
I really enjoyed it, but the qualifications I got were worth nothing.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I
shit,
reported
I
all
didn't
this
know
back. So hopefully,
no.
Yeah.
So what they do the same thing for prisoners and that, don't they? Same resettlement.
Yeah. Well, the course
Which is
I was
amazing,
on,
isn't it?
there was about 20 people on the course I was on, and I was the only one who had a job. All the others were from the job centre. They'd been on the dole for so long that they'd just been put on this course. None of them wanted to be there. I'd used all my money, given up all my time, and I'm with these fucking assholes who didn't want to be there. And they were just playing up all the time. It was a bit
This
shit,
is
really.
a funny story because it come back around. So obviously I did that as resettlement coming out of the army, and I was out for about 2 years, and then I fell on my feet with a train driving job. Did that, come out, and then obviously the whole moral, like whole part of the story is obviously how I found myself homeless and everything. How I got back on my feet. Anyway, so the job centre in Gravesend, they put me through a course which was my street works, and I had to go to Mainstream to do it. Which is mad. Come all the way around, back around again. Do you know what I mean? So when I was basically trying to find myself back on my feet after just coming off my arse, back at Mainstream again, really weird. And then after that, I sort of bounced off that really, and I am here today. If you know what I mean.
So when did you realise you were struggling with homelessness? When did you realise it was going downhill, or what happened?
It happened twice. So no, I think it was like COVID was a big thing. Drugs was a big thing. And it was a toxic relationship. So then three things were, and it was either I'm gonna end up on the street. She could have killed me, my ex, easily because of the way things went, or I would have ended up in jail. I think so. I'd have killed her. So I know it sounds bad, but I think homelessness was actually quite welcomed as well in a little bit of a weird way, because when I actually was on the street, I stopped doing everything like that, and I started sorting myself out. So it was sort of like, I don't know, sort of like a welcoming thing. But at the same time, I knew I was going to be homeless when I had my car took off me, and that's what I was sleeping in. That I got repossessed, and then I went back to go home to hers, and she fucked me off out of it. And then I was on the street, and that was it. That was horrible. It was November the 5th. I'll never forget that bonfire night, and I was
freezing cold.
It was quite cold, yeah, and I was walking around, and I didn't want to go to sleep, so I didn't want to get pissed on. That's the main thing. You had to keep moving.
Yeah.
And the only thing I didn't have a bag or nothing. I had a suitcase. So imagine me being homeless, wheeling along a suitcase, like a privileged homeless man. You know what I mean? Fucking, you ain't homeless. You got a fucking roll along suitcase.
Well, at least it was a roll along one and not a lift up one.
So bad, isn't it? Yeah, it's really bad.
So what was it like? And do you mind sharing a few stories of what it was like?
I don't mind sharing. It was honestly, you have nothing, and it literally you have to work. You get to a point where you hit rock bottom, and to get out of it, you have to go further down. Like I never wanted to sign on, like after I left the army, but I had to sign on to get benefits. Do you know what I mean? And so I needed money, and that to actually pay for a phone, to actually then like stages. Right now, I've got a phone. Now I can go and apply for work or something like that. So I've got a quick job. And then you needed to be contacted by the job centre, so you need a phone, but they don't give you one. Well, they didn't then. I don't know if they do now, but
I don't think so.
But yeah.
So to sign on, do you not need an address?
No, you don't need it. No, you do. Right. So the address I used. So I was homeless, and when I was on the street, a couple of people, street pastors, when I went to like soup kitchens and shit, they said you should go here, let's go there. And they put me in the direction of a church, which is church, and you use this church's address. Yeah, and that's how you've got address.
I've heard you can use your GP as well.
I didn't know that.
I'll have to clarify that, but but that's good to know though. You know, there's soup kitchen. Obviously, they're hubs for homeless people.
Massively,
But is there a lot of dodgy things going on there as well?
100%. So when I actually got into the sanctuary, I had 5 days in the sanctuary and 2 days still on the street. Even though I was a vet, do you know what I mean? You didn't get much. You did get a little bit of special treatment by being a vet, but if you took it, the people around you would look at you different. It's really weird. Anyway, I slept. My bed was a cot bed, army military cot bed. The old steel structured ones. Do you know what I mean?
As if life weren't bad enough. Then they give you one.
No, army does bag. So it smelled like someone else's head. You know what I mean? Horrible. The geezer next to me was a young lad. He was 17. He used to go out on what he called the graft every day. He used to go to Bexley Heath, Tesco there, go on the chore, and then come out of there, sell it, and then just get on meth and stuff like that. So the geezer next to me used to be high on meth every night. He used to come in, and he was only young. He was about 18, and he used to sleep there, get a bed, sleep next to me, and then wake up in the morning and try and steal my stuff. The geezer on the other side of me, I got on really well with, but just before I left, I found out he was a murderer, and that's why he was there. He murdered someone with a baseball bat. His missus was sleeping around and stuff, and he was in Poland, and he killed someone with a baseball bat and fled to the UK. And I only found out because he got a letter text to him or something wanting a warrant for his arrest and that. So it's mental, yeah. So you get a lot of people, mate. You don't get many. I didn't have many vets there. But you get a lot of people. Mostly, the only people that are there is drug related. That's why they.
It's sad, isn't it? But it goes hand in hand, I suppose, doesn't it? And it's just a vicious cycle. But so how did you get help?
Job centre.
What you reached? Oh, what? And did they put you in touch with these soup kitchens, or was?
No. So it was literally to sign on. You have to go to job centre, do you know? So obviously, I needed money. And so I went to the job centre. They asked all questions, and I told them I was homeless. So, and then they pointed in the direction of other charities and other people. So SAFA got involved. I had to go to Gravesham. So as if it was worse than being homeless. I was homeless in fucking Gravesend. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't get any worse than that. It's one shithole. I went to Gravesham Council, and woman there helped me out massively by pointing me in the direction of Lorna, who put me in the sanctuary. So I had a bed for the night, and then for 5 nights eventually. So that's how I got a lot of help there. Lorna, she told me to not use British Legion. She used SAFA, and that was a massive help because British Legion were dragging the reels, and SAFA was like next day. And I was waiting for a meeting with British Legion, and they said, probably in 2 weeks' time. And then I got in touch with SAFA, and they were next day. They were like, right, okay, yeah. And they were massive priority. And they got in touch with my regiment. They got in touch, and then my regiment branched out to people. I think Pat Burgess branched out to people. And then people like Aaron Gregory, he branched out to me. I got massive support from Aaron Gregory. I always big his name up because he did reach out to me on Facebook and stuff like that. So even though...
Top bloke.
Yeah. Even though, obviously, like I said, I didn't have a phone. I originally had a burner phone, and then I went to work for a little bit, and then I upgraded to an actual internet phone so I could use in McDonald's. To use the Wi-Fi in there. It was it's not. It sounds weird. It weren't a game, but if you can imagine the stages of a game, to rank up and shit like that, to get off the streets, literally that's what you have to go through to try and get yourself out there, and that's what it was like. Yeah. So, Facebook and stuff like that, and then reaching out to people, and was actually reaching out to people was what got me off the street. And I know why people are still there. Yeah, people are still there because they don't.
Yeah, and then the drugs get involved, and then that's it.
Yeah.
I suppose it's game over for a lot of people.
100%, yeah.
Probably get on the drugs and embarrassed to ask for help. I don't know. I dread to think what it's like. But,
I was on drugs. I was on drugs before I went on the street, but it wasn't anything really. It was just recreational. It wasn't anything hard. It wasn't like heroin or crack. Yeah. But being around crackheads and smackheads and that, like you can see how people are easily like they've got nothing, and then what else they're gonna if they get offered that? It's horrible world, mate. It's just horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, you got any advice for other people who might end up not actually end up on the streets, but if they feel they might be going that way, what would you suggest?
Right. So, if you're in like a new relationship with anyone, don't fucking give everything up. Like, if you got your own gaff, keep your own gaff until you're fucking 100% it, and get your name on their tenancy as well, so they can't kick you out. Don't do anything that's going to get you in trouble with the police. Try and keep your anger to a minimum, and then if you do find yourself out on the street, keep walking, keep on your toes, keep tabbing, don't sleep. If you sleep, you're going to get beat up, mugged, or pissed on, or all three. Never got pissed on. I had shit robbed, but I never got beat up either. To be fair, reach out to councils, job centre, and just fucking go to churches, soup kitchens. Do you know, we were really good actually, and this is going to be a bit of a curveball. The Guru Nanak fucking mosque, right? It's a Sikh mosque in Gravesend, so it's not a Muslim mosque or anything like that, but it's a Sikh mosque in Gravesend, and they were amazing, mate. They're open 24 hours. I didn't go in there, but they're open 24 hours, but they help the community. They go out and they do their own soup kitchen. They have anyone in there, and they were the bollocks, to be fair.
And I suppose if you need shoes, there's always shoes outside as well.
How did you know I was going to come to that? I was going to say that. You stole it. You stole it from me. I've never had so many trainers in my life. I had a new pair of shoes every day.
But ultimately, like you say, any religious group, their heart and soul is to help each other and people in it. And
and
no matter what
they
religion you are,
they were like that. Yeah, I'll be completely honest, mate. I looked down on that church because it was a big eyesore. Do you know what I mean? And it caused a lot of rustle in the community and that. And but fuck, they are so good, and they are very good for that community. Yeah, they are good. To be fair, bless them. Yeah.
Have you still got your suitcase?
Yeah, I have. I actually have. Right, so before she kicked me out, I had started. This is the kicker, right? So she packed my bag for me, right? She kicked me out, but before she kicked me out, she decided to run a 9-inch blade through my suitcase. So when I pulled my clothes out, it was pot luck because it had holes in it or not, right? And I've still got that suitcase, and it's still got the holes in it now. I don't keep it from memory. I just can't be asked to buy a new one.
Been through a lot with that.
Yeah, no, I ain't leaving my side. That was my home at one point.
Brilliant, mate. I really appreciate sharing your story. I'm sure that'll help a lot. That's helped me because if my wife ever throws me out, I know what to do. This is like what we say, though. It's not about yourself. It's about knowing what to do if one of your mates ends up in that situation.
100%. I think a lot of it is pride, mate.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to my mates and say, look, I'm in this state. I've done this, that and the other, and being honest and open. But now I can be. And if I ever found myself, well, I never will, but if I ever found myself in a similar situation, I'll just
never know what's around the corner, do you?
You don't, mate. You don't. No, I was when I got kicked out. I was self-employed as well, so and that's pay packet to pay packet. So
it's as simple as you go on a night on the piss, you chin someone, really hurt them, you go to prison. Things can change so quickly.
It's just crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's so crazy. Well, it's same. It's not even that. It's not even being like the perpetrator, it's being the victim as well. Someone could, me, I'm a gobby little bastard. Like I could gob off to someone and call them like big nose or something like that. They can put one on my nose. That can be me dead, mate. Do you know what I mean?
But no,
I doubt it.
Like say, you could be renting a flat. You're pissed up one night, put a dodgy tweet or a Facebook comment. This day and age, you can end up in prison. You lost your flat,
Someone's told you something about me, haven't they? They've told you I've done something like that, haven't they?
No,
I'm not joking. I'm joking. No, I ain't really done
that. Brilliant. Really appreciate that, Damo, mate. Cheers.
No worries, bud. No worries, mate.
Lovely. All right, see you later, mate. Bye.
See you later.
So that was Damo's interview. It was Steve done with Damo. obviously he had it pretty rough, didn't he?
It did, but thankfully he didn't go down a path that most homeless people, well, not most, like, a lot of homeless people do, which is...
Yeah, because he said, obviously when he, because it was sort of not down to a woman, but a breakup. It was down to a breakup of a relationship. She kicked, or the relationship broke down. He ended up on the streets, but I found it interesting that when he was on the streets, he stopped using recreational cocaine.
Yeah.
It didn't go down that dodgy path, did
it's
it?
one of the lucky few, I suppose. I love the way he laughed and joked about it, like the fact he had a suitcase and like,
he was a posh homeless person.
And his plan was to just keep walking because he didn't want to get pissed on.
Yeah.
But obviously at the time, that's all he thought. That's what his worry was.
But this is the thing, and obviously the RBLI do this big Tommy sleep out, and I don't know how he feels about it. And okay, arguably raising awareness is raising awareness, but the homeless team I work with, they see it as virtue signalling, like, because you can't appreciate that danger. I mean, imagine that, like, keep on moving because I'm scared I'm going to get pissed on. Like, you can't imagine it. Well,
No.
And again, I guess, like, raising awareness is good, but I don't know, sometimes bloody, like, Dave, Jane and Claudia, their little child Claudia, camping in their garden. I don't know.
I know like, people who do it, they raise a lot of money, but it's where that money goes. I don't know where it goes.
No, yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem to trickle through, and I know it probably does, and there's probably people out there going, well, it helped me, and it does help people, but I don't know. There's a lot of money,
Yeah. I like the way Damo like, he compared it to like a computer. There's Rob. He's got beer now. I like the way Damo compared it to like a computer game. How he sort of had to level up. He had, I've got to get a phone. Right, I've got to do this. And
you don't realise that we've had a case. You was helping a gentleman, and sadly he's not here no more, and he struggled to get help because he didn't have a mobile phone.
Yeah.
And we helped him get a mobile phone, but unfortunately it was too late.
Yeah, too late.
How can that stop someone getting proper support? It's just, I don't know. And then you can see people's frustration with the boat people. Yeah. I don't know if they get mobile phones or not, but a lot of them, most people in this country above the age of 7 have a mobile phone now.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
So the other sort of blocker to receiving help is having an address. Yeah. And I know, so working with Hertfordshire's Armed Forces champion DWP guy Dave Hannon, so he will, and I'm not sure if he alluded to the fact with me that it's slightly bending the rules, but what he'll do for a veteran that's street homeless with no fixed abode will actually give them a registered address at their local job centre, so then they can claim benefits and there's somewhere for posts to go. Because if you haven't got a mobile phone or an address, like, you're screwed.
Yeah. Well, I said to Damo about, I'm pretty sure, I think my missus said a GP will give a homeless person an address, and I don't know exactly I don't know if you use their address, PO box, whatever, but they will do that. I confirm that, and it is true. So if you went to a GP, if you haven't got, that's the thing in this country. You're always entitled to a GP. So if you go into your local GP, they will always sign you up. You might not get.
What's that?
That's right. Nearly got a free burger then.
That would be good.
But, they'll always. They should always let you sign up as a patient.
Yeah.
But then this brings on to another conversation. Why can't everyone get an NHS dentist? Every veteran, in my opinion, should get an NHS dentist. But anyway, that's another conversation.
There's not enough dentists out there. I keep telling Preston, if you want to be rich, become a dentist, because you can charge a fortune.
Yeah.
But interestingly, what was I going to say? So, can't remember.
I don't know. I think get distracted by people.
So what? So we were saying about the lack of a address, lack of.
So Damo got help through. Was it a soup kitchen? Put him in the right direction to get an address type thing that allowed him to get his universal credit, which allowed him to get a bit of money, get a phone. And you know, like he says, like, it's like a game. Then he can get a job. But, you know,
well, that's what I was going to say. So I don't know if you can answer this, but would Safa give someone a veteran support if they didn't have an address?
I don't know. To be fair, I can't answer that. I know Safa it's not an emergency service, so street homeless, you probably just get the best thing. I would say the best thing to do is phone Safa, phone the helpline. You know,
you got to get a phone first. Once you've completed that level,
you'd like to think your GP probably wouldn't, but you know your job centre, like Damo said, go to the job centre. They should be able to help you, but it's a postcode lottery. With most things, even Safa. Like we're Hertfordshire. I deal with Safa Hertfordshire, just up the road, Bedfordshire, and we know Jill from Biggleswade. Like she's a caseworker for Bedfordshire, and it is a postcode lottery. Like, it all comes out the same pot of money, but they do have their own individual pots of money as well, and that's due to people leaving stuff in their will to a specific branch and things like that. So it is a postcode lottery, unfortunately, and for the people who live out in the sticks, it must be a lot harder for people who live in the cities. But like I said, you just got to reach out at the end of the day.
I think it's also worth mentioning that obviously homelessness, there's different categories of, homelessness encompasses not just street homeless, but also if you're within 52 days of being evicted, then you are classed as homeless. Obviously there's sofa surfing, hostels and stuff like that, like refuges. But really, like street, I mean, I think every human being deserves to have a roof over their head.
A secure roof.
A secure
not just
roof.
A hotel.
No, and the thing with the hotels and the migrants, and it's quite easy to sort of say, well, how the fuck can the country be housing these people when there's homeless veterans or anyone else homeless? Because bear in mind, in 2020 when COVID hit, there was no street homeless people. Everyone was in hotels. And my argument's with the government. Everybody should have some sort of roof over their head.
I was down our town centre the other day, and there's a hotel in the town centre, and there was a homeless person pitched up opposite it in the tent, and there was all bottles of water and fruit and sandwiches and stuff, and the immigrants were just looking, like asylum, wherever they are, they were looking, and they must have. I wonder if they thought like, what is this? We're in here. Like, surely that's not a refugee. If that's not a British refugee, someone's in a tent on the street in Britain. They must think like.
But you mate, that's the point, isn't it? Just that statement. Like, there's somebody living in a tent outside Tesco's in the middle of Stevenage town centre in Britain, in UK, one of the most wealthiest.
It's got. I personally, I do think UK is one of the greatest countries in the world. And I'm pretty sure that's why these people are flocking over it. Because why wouldn't they? It is a great country. We've got great people, and it is built on immigration, thousands of years of it. But I don't know. It's just a tricky one.
But this is what I'm saying. It's easy to go, why are they getting this?
It's not their fault.
When there's homeless people, homeless veterans or whatever on the street. But my issue's with the government.
Why is it so appealing?
How much extra money would it cost to put everyone in a fucking hotel that needs it?
Apparently they only get £9 a week, but they all smoke. Well, you see them smoking. Surely a pack of fags costs more than £9 now.
I can imagine.
They've got mobile phones and they've got nice clothing. So where are they getting this money from? I don't know. Uber and Just Eat and that. There's accusations that they're using them as delivery drivers.
Really?
I've seen. It was in Canary Wharf, I think, the Isle of Dogs.
Yeah.
People coming out of these hotels with Just Eat bags, getting on bikes.
Yeah. And because asylum seekers, until they're processed, aren't allowed to work.
Yeah. And it's an easy. I'd imagine gangs are probably signing up with Just Eat, Uber, all these sort of fast food things, giving them a bogus profile and saying, "Go and work for us." You owe us 10%, whatever.
Because interestingly, I think I looked at it. I looked it up the other day. So it's something like 0.5% of the UK's entire spending is on putting immigrants and asylum seekers into hotels. Like, that's nothing, right? So if you make that 1%, surely everyone that wants to be put in a hotel or room, have a roof over their head, because some people don't. They prefer living nomadic sort of tent lives, and that's their right. But why can't everyone have that? And this is my thing. We should direct our anger at the government.
Definitely. But multiple governments as well. They all blame each other, but
not the current. I mean, for God knows how many years, it's the same story, isn't it? And it's too easy. And this is what I mean. It's easy just to go, it's their fault over there.
Left us in this, 20 billion black hole, and now it's 50 billion.
But it's still their fault.
But I don't care. You're the government. We elect people to protect us and look after our best interests, and they don't seem to be doing that. And I know the whole world's in a bit of a state, but I don't know.
I mean, for me, and I know I've banged my head against the brick wall advocating for a homeless veteran with a district council, but my first port of call would be to turn up at your council offices, because, again, it is the letter of the law that a local authority has to pay legally required to pay due regard under the covenant when it comes to housing for veterans. And that to me should be, like, if you haven't got a phone or address, get yourself camped outside the local authority office and be in there.
If I was homeless, do you know what I'd do? Right, I would go to Buckingham Palace. I'd let the press and journalists know what I'm doing, and I would camp up outside Buckingham Palace, because when I swore an oath of allegiance to Her Majesty, her heirs and successors,
heirs and successors,
easy to say, but that's the oath of allegiance. Surely,
I won't say it back.
Not saying they should put me in that, but I would plot up outside Buckingham Palace, and like I say, get the journalists to film it. 'Cause I don't know if it's ever been done before. Let King Charles, because he don't seem to do much. His mum.
He's busy looking after his brother. What's his name?
Queen Elizabeth was amazing. Everyone loved her, and I don't think that love's there for King Charles. I love the monarchy. I'm a big royalist, but.
Well, they've got a few spare bedrooms they can put people up in.
To me, he's just a monarch. I love the Queen. I love the monarchy. But, I don't know.
It's just reminded me. So we mentioned about not having a home address or postal address. So there's funny enough, he's an ex-sapper. Ex-sappers create everything. Remember that? His name's Dean. I can't remember his surname, but he's created a charity organisation called Squaddy Box, and basically they go to, like, sort of, say for example, a community centre, and they'll put like a box, like a post box of different post boxes on the there's a child looking at the camera.
Hello.
And what is he doing? And anyway, this Dean has created this organisation that they look for locations to put letterboxes, so street homeless veterans can have like a drop box, as it were.
Is that like a PO box type thing?
That sort of thing, But I think PO boxes are quite a bit of money to rent.
That's brilliant.
But
do you know how people find out about it?
Yep. So,
or is that something like the job centre should know about?
So I think he's just started out. He hasn't been going long. But I'll try and get him on the podcast.
It takes a lot of pressure off the job centres, the GPs, doesn't it? It just takes that, like I say, I bet a lot of receptionists go, I don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot, like I've said a few times, if you come unstuck, tell people you're a veteran. Because
tell them everywhere.
I'm not saying they should treat you better, but you should be looked after.
And if in doubt, drop us a email if you. But would you be listening to this if you're street homeless? Who knows? If you go, as I said, there's many levels to homelessness. So if you are, drop us a message on Facebook or whatever, and we'll try and point you in the right direction.
If you see a homeless bloke who you think might be a veteran, have a chat with him. A lot of homeless people do use military stuff because it's good stuff. Well, I suppose they do. We were told but it is. It's weatherproof. It's warm, so you will see a lot of homeless people. But go and have a chat with them if you feel the need to. I tell you what, one of my mates.
What's he doing?
Having a wee. Little boy's just dropped his kegs and a wee.
Bloody hell, they're feral round here, aren't they?
But my mate, Stewie Carr, he found a homeless bloke in a number 2 jacket, and he took him into a Costa or Greg's one, and got him a coffee. And the bloke went in the toilet, and he had he was wearing a tank regiment. He had a tank badge on or something. So he took him for a coffee in it, and when he went to the toilet, he had a look at the name badge, and it had Cheatham. That's my mate Cheats. So he texted my mate Cheats, "What's your army number?" And Cheats, "This bloke's got your jacket on."
Quality.
So he said to the homeless bloke,
"What Cheats been up to?" Or what hasn't he been up to?
He said to this homeless bloke, he said, "Why are you wearing Grant Cheatham's jacket?" He went, "To be honest, yeah, it gets me more money." He goes, "When I'm begging, people feel sorry for me." Yeah, I couldn't think of anything worse than wearing a number 2 jacket. But no, it's I say people desperate at the end of the day. I know there's a perception a lot of homeless people beg and they live in mansions. I'm not sure about that, but who knows?
Who knows?
But I'll say, if you've got a bottle to go up and talk to an homeless person and you think they're a veteran, point them in the direction of,
get their service ID number.
Yeah.
Get their name. And if get them down to the local authority office or phone SAFA, as you said, or
just offer to what regiment. If you was in the Navy, speak to the Navy Benevolent Fund. What the regimental charities? Every regiment's got its own charity. The RAF Benevolent Fund, things like that. Just offer to help them. Offer to contact someone for them. I don't know.
So the other thing that we that got missed out because the episode got taken down was Tom Wellard's Muckers Remembered, and I think it was his granddad, wasn't it? So it was quite an important one to him. So we'll listen to that now.
Right, Steve. Yeah, there was a possibility. I'd like to do a Muckers Remembered. As I mentioned in my voice note earlier regarding my dad's dad, who died the day my dad was born. So Corporal Grenville William Valentine Wellard, who died on the 16th of March 1961, and he was 24 years old. As I said, it was diving in Southampton docks, just a general routine dive. We don't really know much details about how the accident happened, but all we know whereabouts it was. I just want to say, he will always be remembered as a pioneer of the diving industry. Obviously, back then it was still very new in the equipment that they were using compared to the equipment we're using today. So definitely something that we can take pride in, that he was testing or set the footsteps forward for the future divers coming forward. And another shout out, obviously not remembered, but so my dad, Robert Grenville Wellard, or Bob, thank God he's still with us. But what I want to say is he literally he did the exact same footsteps as his dad. Joined up in engineers, went on to complete 5-9 commando tests, and then went on to do the diver's course. And as a son, you don't get a chance to say how proud you are of your old man, and you should be. And what an inspiration both of them are. But Grenville, hope you rest in peace. And cheers, Pops. You're an inspiration. And I shall speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Right, so we're back. Well, we're still at the At Ease Festival. The sun is starting to go down. I think by the looks of it, some people have had a few too many beers. The dancing is started.
That's not me.
Not you, no.
Not you yet.
Yeah, not you yet, yeah. But we're here with Christine Webb, a director of the Icarus Veterans Charity. Have I got that right?
Icarus Charity.
Icarus Charity.
Veterans Mental Health.
Okay, so tell us a bit about yourself, how you got involved with the charity.
I've been with the charity for 9 years, 10 years in March. Started off as a therapist. brother, my parents, my brothers. Quite a big.
So you've got quite a connection to the military then?
Yes.
What flavour of military was it? British Army, RAF, or?
Well, they're in everyone now.
All right, okay.
So Army, Navy, Air Force.
Oh yeah, don't forget about the Air Force.
Civil Service. And then went over to the Navy.
Yeah.
My nephew. And yeah.
Happy days. So tell us a bit about the Icarus charity.
The Icarus charity, we're a voluntary organisation. We have 20 therapists, all work for free, all volunteer. The CEO and myself, we do a majority of admin. I'm networking and business director. I'm also a therapist in PTSD trauma, so it's quite intense what I do.
They've left you. Your friends have left you.
No, that's the CEO. That.
Oh well, she's not your friend.
Well, she thinks she is. So the Icarus charity is, we do mental health. We deal with all sorts of trauma.
Is it specifically for veterans?
And their families, serving, reservists, blue light.
Blue light, okay.
So they can come.
And is it nationwide or is there a location?
Nationwide, but we do 2 projects. One is called Thrive. So it's like a collaboration project.
Yeah.
So I deal with the Southwest and Wales, so get collaborators in Wales, different organisations, and bring us all together.
So is it, I mean, you mentioned you're a therapist, is it specifically sort of one-on-one therapy or do you have sort of group programs?
No, it's one-on-one. Everything's done online.
Okay.
Doesn't cost the veteran a penny, even though we have a lot of overhead costs. So everything is online. So there's licenses to buy, there's Zooms to buy.
Yeah. Where do you get grant funding from anywhere?
Armed Forces Covenant.
Okay.
Veterans Foundation, which is absolutely awesome charity. We beg and borrow from everywhere.
Yeah.
We have to ask, but it's very difficult at the minute because everybody wants projects. But what we do is very veteran specific. It's mental health. Good results. We have quite a lot come through our organisation because of the waiting lists on the NHS, forces employment, so if anyone can donate, just go on our website.
And what is the website?
It's www.icaruscharity.org.
Yeah, cool. So tell me, you mentioned the Forces Employment Charity, but do you get referrals from other charities, other organisations? Do you have partnerships going?
We've got partnerships with third sector organisations, especially in Wales and the Southwest. Forces Employment, Opnova, Opcourage, NHS, NHS Wales, all refer to us to, don't want to give us money. And I find that quite difficult because we work long, hard hours.
How many of you are in the team?
There's 22 in the therapists, there's 4 in admin, series of trustees. Our chairman Peter Curry is very supportive of what Philippa and myself do. We've just brought on, because we have grown quite vastly in the past few months, we've had to bring on more admin people. So to bring more admin people on to help Philippa and myself, because there's only so many hours in the day.
Of course,
My phone rings constantly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
My Zoom phone, because I'm first port of contact for any client that comes in. So I do their intake, I assess them. We have now got someone to do that, to take the pressure off myself.
And how many, what's the capacity of the charity? As in, how many veterans do you have being supported at one time?
Every therapist takes 5 clients. There's 20 therapists. We're bringing on another 24 new therapists because we have a waiting list of about 4 weeks, which is very unusual for us, but it's better than other organisations that deal with NHS stuff because it's 2 years.
I think I referred a veteran I was supporting to Op Courage, and they came back and said 4 to 6 weeks.
4 weeks. If it's high priority client, I put them through quicker within 24 hours.
Yeah.
If it's anxiety, depression, because people come to Icarus with all sorts of trauma.
Yeah.
So anxiety, depression, marital, prison, which is what causes Opnova. So if they've been to prison, females that, sexual, male sexual, PTSD, nightmares.
Yeah.
There's so many traumas.
Do you come across any veterans battling addiction?
Yes, all the time. So it's drug, alcohol, sex addiction, gambling, so we deal with all that.
So I work for CG, Change, Grow, Live, which is a national drug and alcohol service, and I support veterans battling addiction. And the biggest problem we face, and it's not just with veterans, it's with civilians as well, but when you refer to someone to a mental health service, and as soon as they say I've got a drink problem or a substance misuse disorder, they don't want to know and they close the door.
No, we don't close the door. We work with them.
Yeah.
Because if they're getting support from your organisation, we've just interviewed someone from your organisation to take them on as therapists, still working for you.
Yeah.
So we, as long as, and I speak to them, there's another organisation which is nationwide called ARA. Have you heard of them?
Say again?
ARA, A-R-A.
I haven't, no.
Absolutely awesome.
Okay.
Awesome organisation. So we say, I'll refer you to there. When I know that you have contacted them, I will get you a therapist. Homelessness, we use Elaborate or other homeless charities. So it depends where they are in the country for us to help.
Yeah.
So we don't just do therapy, we do a lot of signposting, debts, cost of living, social services, because usually when a marriage breaks down, and dad loses contact with kids because of whatever, it doesn't just happen to dads, it happens to mums as well. We learn to be non-judgmental. I'm never non-judgmental. We have a lot of childhood aces, guys come to us that have been in care, growing up, and joined the army, so they've learned to suppress everything. So childhood aces, we deal a lot with that. ADHD and other neurodiversity, we deal with all that. Dementia, even if the guys have dementia and they're talking about, it's okay, they've come to us for a reason, we will work with them. My eldest client was 97, he died 2 months ago. I was really
sorry to hear that.
He came just to offload about the Malayan War, and I listened for weeks, and then he went into hospital, rang me up, he's saying, Chrissy, should we talk Malaya? I learned Malaya from my father. So I could talk, I researched Rhodesian Army for long, because the founder of Icarus, he was Rhodesian Army from Britain, but joined Rhodesian Army. He taught me a lot about, Rhodesia, the Rhodesian War, because he was in South African Army, which is a Commonwealth country. We are one of the very few people, very few organisations that
kids, can't control them. Go on, sorry.
We are one of the very few organisations that will take Commonwealth soldiers, Fijian, South African, so we are one of the very few.
So by the sounds of it, Icarus offers a holistic approach that, like, it's all encompassing, like
it's holistic, but we've also got CBT, EMDR, RTME. I'm also a hypnotherapist, IEMT, so holistic, CBT, DBT I usually work with. I only take certain clients, the high intensity clients, to do what I do, because I can't take a big client workload with the rest of the work I've got. But because my modality is very PTSD trauma specific, but you know, our counsellors we have, our hypnotherapists, we are proud of what they do.
So I take it veterans could self-refer to Icarus, and professionals, can they refer veterans in?
If they self-refer, go on our website, click contact us, fill in
a referral form,
the client inquiry, and say, you know, what help they need. Other organisations can come in and click the referral button and refer in that way. They'll get a call within 24 hours. I will do their first assessment within 24 hours. So some days I'm on the phone all day until I've done my list that needs doing. And then as long as they fill in that intake form, they will have another assessment with me to go through it, so clinically go through it with them, and then I put them, handpick a therapist for their needs. So, because it's very veteran specific.
I get that. And what about aftercare? So once they've been through your program, do you keep in contact? Do you follow them through? Do you refer on to?
No. Quite a few do not need. They need, you know, they can be discharged, but with Icarus, and we do something which other organisations don't, they can come to us at any time. They can re-refer in and they will get seen, or they can fill in an inquiry and say, Chris, I need a quick chat. So we ring them, give them a quick chat. And that's how we do it.
Is there any success stories you can talk about? I mean, obviously we don't want specifics, but is there anything that stands out for you in your time?
Well, I dealt with, over lockdown, I did over 180 clients, which I worked day and night because I was at home bored on my own. A lot of successful stories. A para who lives in America, trauma, because he was a paramedic fireman as well, rings me up after a bad shift, Chris. Shift. Okay, let's do a bit of work. Success. The South African Army, I have just finished his treatment, who has not slept properly more than 3 hours in 30 years. I've just done work with him, and success. He rings me up and says, bloody hell, I've been asleep. I've done 6 hours. For me, that is success. If I can get rid of their nightmares,
of course,
their trauma, doing what I do, there's a lot of success in the counselling, because anxiety, depression, childhood issues, so we've got ex-social workers, you know, we're all qualified to a very high standard, so I know what clients to send to what therapist. So there's a lot of success. Our data shows not many come back. We have a lot of compliments come through, which, you know, we put on the therapist's board so that they can see the compliments we do get from them. It is,
So I was maybe, and you don't have to answer this, but I'm interested, or I'm curious from a therapist's point of view. Obviously, we see a lot. Veteran suicide is on the up. The NHS up courage, limited success. What, from a therapist's point of view, what do you think we as a country can do better to support veterans' mental health?
Have the funding, more training, safeguarding. We do a lot of training for our therapists. I am actually suicide prevention trained, so I have taught them quite a few veterans when it was really high. Now it's going up again. Yes, I am concerned at the amount it's happening. I mean, we had 3 in the fall this month, maybe a few more.
But my Facebook timeline, it's been very regular, and what's been noticeable is even serving soldiers have been going missing and taking their own lives.
By where I live, there's a lot we can do as long as the bloke or woman reach out. Doesn't matter who it is, go through our website. I would, if it's a high crisis one, I will phone them, whether it's middle of the night. I get so many alerts. It's, if we could stop veteran suicide, my heart would be full. But we know it's going to happen. We know what it's like. Everyone at some point in their life has suicidal ideation. I have myself. I tried it a long time ago. Didn't work, and I'm glad it didn't work, because there is life after ideation. I was glad I didn't. I got found, and after that, and having a therapist, because I had therapy, and that was it. I feel everybody needs to reach out when they have that first dark thought, because that's what it is, isn't it? It's just a thought.
Just a thought.
So
and how many thoughts do we have a day that we don't act on?
How many times have we said, for God's sake, I just wish you'd got dead? So it's just a thought, and with just a thought, you can use that as a mantra. So close your eyes, breathe in, and in your head say it's just a thought, because that's what it is, just a thought.
Yeah.
If it's, someone who feels, and someone who's going to take their life, they won't tell you. They're not going to knock on your door and say, I'm going to take my life.
Yeah.
Reach out, whatever organisation. Go to your doctor. You don't have to tell your family. Just go to your doctor. Go to a hospital. Go in and say, and don't let them bullshit you. Don't let them bullshit you and send you out there. Just say, no, I'm a danger to myself.
Yeah. Be persistent.
Correct.
Fight for it.
Correct. Because when you're at that lowest ebb, it's just like clear.
Yeah.
But it's not. You're carrying that burden. It's that burden we need. Therapy is a good way, not just because I'm a therapist. We're all humans.
Yeah.
We all have dark thoughts.
Without
Don't let those dark thoughts
control you.
Ring us. And if I don't feel you're right for our organisation, I will put you with another organisation that I know will.
That's good. The other thing I'm interested in hearing about is the Riverside Retreat for veterans.
Yes, down near Brecon. If you look on their website, it's the Riverside Veterans Retreat. They're on Facebook, they've got a website. What a tranquil place. I've just done 5 days there. I go every year, same time. The river running through, it's so peaceful.
Tell us what people can expect from the Riverside Retreat. Wild camping.
Wild camping, peace, quiet, white noise from the river. The quite large fire pit that we have under a parachute. There's also, they now there have solar panels for people to recharge their CPAP thing. So if you've got sleep apnea, you can still go because it can be charged. If you don't have tent or whatever, we do have, there is equipment down there. There's no phone signal. You need to bring your lights. A lot of wood down there.
And who's it run by?
It's run by Alan and Michelle. I can't remember their surname, I'm sorry. It's run by them. They are totally independent. You can take camper vans, by the way. Totally independent. So, you know, very good place to go, chill, unwind. Not far from the fan.
Yeah.
You can go for one night or 5, 6 nights.
And it's no cost.
No cost.
And how big are the groups of the retreat? Is there how many people?
No, sometimes there's only 2 or 3 down there.
Right.
Other times there's organisations like Boots on the Ground go down there. Icarus went down there last week for 4 or 5 days. You know, but we still involve any veteran that goes down there.
Yeah.
We will say, you know, we don't talk therapy, we don't whatever. We're just there as humans, talking, interacting.
It sounds amazing. Just that it's like a reset, isn't it? Just
Total
get away
reset.
from everything and just be. Because you know what? I'm halfway through studying to become a therapist. And
do you need client hours?
No. I'm not that far along yet. I'm a qualified equine therapist. But one of my favourite sayings, in this modern world, we've forgot how to be human beings because we're too focused on being human doings. And it sounds to me that there's this opportunity just to go down there and just be...
And that's what it is. You are so laid back, you'll be, you know, horizontal before you know it. It's such
not having a phone signal.
Yeah.
You can take
your phone on your lap there. We've all got our phones next to us.
No, I turn it off when I'm down there.
You've got no phone signal. You can't use it. It's just taken away.
Because Steve, I know where was it? You went
It was called the Maverick Survival School in Hampshire, and I only spent a day there. Me and my wife, but it just done something. Especially my wife. I don't think she'd been in the wild like that. And
go down to Riverside. She'll love it. You can take your wife.
Can you take hair straighteners?
Yeah, now he's got solar panels.
She'd love it then.
There's long block toilets. You just off-grid for a few days, go in the river for a bath if you want. I don't, it's too cold for me.
I think there's a lot of people, especially squaddies, they see like the woods and think, oh, I could be nothing. Well, I remember stagging on. But you ain't got to stag on, you sleep at night. You get a nice sleep at night. You haven't got to dig a hole in the ground and sleep in it.
You can just listen to the owl.
Yeah.
Listen to the fox.
Look at the stars.
Yeah. What's going on there? So how do people find out more information about this marvellous retreat and how do they get themselves down there?
They're on Facebook.
Yep.
Riverside Veterans Retreat. They've got a website. I'm not sure if it's UK or raw.
I'll look it up. Yep.
So look it up. We've all got a computer, haven't we? Or a phone.
Or a phone, yeah. Everyone's got a phone.
And then you will ring Alan, book in, because it's better if he knows. He always comes down, says hello, find out what people, you know, if anyone needs anything. You know, it is a very welcoming place, whether or not you know each other.
Yeah.
Very welcoming.
I'd imagine within half hour you're all friends anyway.
Yeah. You are.
A bit like us. We met earlier, within 5 minutes we're friends.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time. You've come across wonderfully, and I'll be honest, it's another organisation that I wasn't aware of, and I'm going to look into it, and I'm going to share the details. And you've heard it here first, didn't you? Because Steve and I always say, like, if you're struggling, reach out. But you've heard it here first from a qualified therapist. Reach out if you're struggling.
Reach out.
Because what?
Anyone.
Because nothing changes if nothing changes.
Go down Riverside.
Go down Riverside.
And it will get better. If you reach out, it will get better.
It will. It will. I wish I'd have reached.
The nightmares will go. You know, the flashbacks. It can be fixed.
Yeah, it can be. And I can honestly tell you, flashbacks can be fixed. Trauma, it doesn't completely go, does it? It's always there, but we can change that mindset.
Yeah.
Keep doing the box breathing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been now like 16.
I lost my muff.
Lost your muff.
I found my muff.
It's the end of the last day at the Ease Festival. What do you reckon, Steve?
Hotter.
We've met some characters, haven't we?
Yeah, we've met some
including Captain Jack Sparrow, who was a bit below the belt, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Good job we didn't record that, that would have got us cancelled.
Yeah, he's a lovely bloke.
Lovely. He was funny, wasn't he?
From a different era.
What do you reckon to the music's been good, isn't it?
Yeah, pucker, mate. It's been really good.
Very chilled out.
The mods unplugged. I don't know what the other band was not coming now. And then these boys they're doing covers, but in their own style.
Yeah.
I remember doing first I went on tour the right training. This come out at the same time. Fucking brilliant. Really got us in the mood. We're throwing picture bombs at each other.
Quality. But yeah, we're looking forward to tomorrow. We've got a full day of it.
Yeah, we've got Sleechy coming.
Oh, Sleechy's coming, isn't he? Good man. All right. Until tomorrow. Laters.
Out.